I would say those last couple of turns with the lucky Overwatch round and then the advancing, taking advantage of that, probably put me in a position to win this game pretty easily. You see up north, I got a nice little crossfire going. There's really no reason to advance too quickly. Down south, I'm going to get the door closed. So really, at this point, the game is mine to lose. I can either fuck it up by making horrible decisions or getting unlucky. In that spirit, I do make a bad decision here with my assault cannon. You know, I probably should have moved him up maybe 1 or 2 squares and then put him on Overwatch. Assault cannons, it's very unlikely they're going to miss twice in a row, 3 times in a row. I would say you can pretty much rule that out as, you know, anything that's in the realm. I mean, it's possible, but it's not really going to happen. So I should have moved him up. That way I can do something with him next turn. Otherwise, he's kind of just wasting his ammo holding that corridor, which is actually fairly long. And I'm putting the North squad into position to take out that blip with the crossfire Overwatch. And down here, the assault cannon is just going to do what he does and take care of any of these gene stealers making a move on him. But he will have to reload at this rate fairly soon.
Target.
See, I got a 3 command point turn here, so it's important to advance, take advantage of that opportunity. These guys can't hold out all day. I took some time figuring out how I'm going to make this Termi train, and you can see I've decided to lead it with the most useless Bolter brother. You know, but he's kind of redeemed himself somewhat. He's been able to kill some gene stealers. Really, he did what he was meant to do, so I can't fault him for that. But he is leading the train, and the sergeant's gonna be in a position where he can help out the assault cannon. I'll have him take out this little giant stealer right there, shoot him to bits. There you go. He's got the glowy fist. Looks really cool. He's got his nice little shell necklace, and he'll move forward there. And you can see he's out of action points. And that's why probably last turn I should have moved him forward a couple, because, you know, otherwise had I done that, he could rotate this turn and be in a better position to defend himself in case that gene stealer hiding behind the corner slipped through. But luckily, the Chain Fist brother just shot him dead, so there wasn't really any issue with that. There's just one gene stealer. Not too worried about having just one command point, though it could have been a problem there had that fellow jammed. Again, I got lucky, only one gene stealer coming down that tube. I have to make a decision here how I'm going to advance this train. I can't just have him fire down that tube all day. He's not going to get anywhere, so he's got to make a move. We have 3 command points. Seems like a good time to do it. Not really considering what's going down below me, so I decided to give him 2 squares to shoot at the blip. It's really not a lot. Potentially, you could say maybe I should have just gone all the way and then fired at the blip. Not on Overwatch. That probably would have been a little more risky. I don't know how things are going to go down south. And I do have this Termi train, which does give me a good amount of redundancy if the front guy falls. But, you know, I probably could have done that and it would have worked out fine. In any case, working down here, got to make a decision who's going to lead the pack. Got to think this one out. What's cool here is they're kind of spaced out. There's not a lot of gene stealers, so it's a good time to make my move. I have enough ammo in the autocannon to have him lead. I'm thinking, you know, do I want the sergeant taking the lead And no, because what I can do, which I think will be better than having my sergeant spend a bunch of action points and command points to get in position to get into Overwatch, is just have my assault cannon move forward 2, blast that Gene Stealer, and then get in a safe spot where he doesn't need Overwatch from. So, you got the rare miss right there, but luckily he follows that up, and he gets the kill, sticks his gun through the wall, and that's always, they never see that coming, the old wall hack there. And what's cool about that spot right below him is right now where he is, the Gene Stealers can get him, but right there they can't. And I will just move up Mr. Chainfist in a supporting role. He'll spend 1 command point to go into Overwatch, but I want to have him close, and the sergeant will get right there, and they can make a move. They can make a move next turn. And the only guy in trouble is him, and he takes out that Gene Stealer.
Beware the alien. My bolter is jammed. Weapon operational.
Let's start this turn off here on the, let's see, your south side. Blow up that little Gene Stealer, Mr. Shell necklace. And now, I definitely make a mistake. Not a humongous mistake, but a costly mistake. And spend that action point, or the command point, to reload the assault cannon's gun. There's really no pressing need to reload that gun that turn. In fact, he doesn't even go on Overwatch. And I don't need him the next turn to have a loaded gun, because right now I can move those 2 Termies, the Sergeant and the Chainfist, into a position where they don't need to go on Overwatch. They'll be able to turn next turn and fire at the Gene Stealers, who won't be able to reach them on their turn. And what I believe that does is it ends up costing me up north that 1 extra command point, which I could have used, because if I had that, I could have moved Brother Heimdall into that square at the intersection, the 1 down 1, and then have him rotate facing north and go into Overwatch. There wouldn't be any spare command points, but I'd have a crossfire, which is much better than the situation we have now, which is, yeah, we have the train, and there's a lot of redundancy, and there's 2 guys that are good in melee on guard mode, and then we got the punching bag. But there's only 1 square for Brother Heimdall to take his shots at, and he does kill them, but now he's in melee, and he's not good at melee. He's got to get lucky to live here. And he doesn't get lucky. His luck ran out. Justice was served. I was never too happy with him. He redeemed himself, but he doesn't get to see the end. Doesn't get to go home. And this guy here, the dude with the axe, he's got to fight 2 guys in melee, and that he luckily survives, but it wasn't smart. Again, we start with the south side. We can see we got a nice little death wall going on here. 3 Termies in a nice little 3x3 room, creating a little wall of fire, rotating. They get the shot on the rotate. They can take all the shots they want. We're able to kill those 2 closest of the Gene Stealers and leave enough action points to go on Overwatch if we need to. And I'll spend 1 action point, 1 ammo from the assault cannon to shoot him. It's always a risk once your barrel is yellow like that, which means you've reloaded your gun to fire your assault cannon, because if he rolls all identical die numbers on his 3 die, he'll blow up and he could kill anyone within 2 squares of him. So that would be everyone down south, but I thought it was an acceptable risk, and it worked out. And luckily up here, up north, things work out for me. That blip is only a 1 Gene Stealer, and I'm able to shoot him and kill him with only 1 action point, and What that means is I can move that here Power Axe guy up into a position where he is within 6 squares of the spawn, and what that means is that they won't be able to spawn any Gene Stealers on their turn. It'll only indicate that they want to spawn on it next turn, so that will give him plenty of time, plenty of action points to close the door. And, you know, down here, they're not going to get past that death wall, not anytime soon.
Ungathering bolter.
At this point, no longer is it my game to lose. It's just a mop-up operation. You gotta fuck up pretty hard to lose at this point. Got that third door closed. I'm gonna have the north squad and the south squad in position to advance on the last spawn point. I have plenty of guys left. I still have an assault cannon. 4 individuals who are quite good in melee. So I can really push on that point, but again, it's better to do it coordinated. This death wall, no one's going to get through. As you can see here, despite all the jams, with that much space to shoot at the Gene Stealers, and with 2 Termies firing, and even the weird way it's all spaced out where they can't even reach me if they do get through my wall of fire. It's just, I can leave them there all day, and then it would bring the North Squad into position. And that's what I'll do. I'll bring the North Squad, have them open these doors, come down the channel, and when I feel that they're close enough, I'll bring the South Squad out of their position, and everyone will come at the Gene Stealers together, their last spawn, that is. And it's important to make sure your spacing's good, advance at a methodical pace, don't really get ahead of yourself. It's not terribly difficult at this point. Again, because the South Squad can just sit there, the North Squad can advance at its leisure, and so that's pretty much how this game is going to wrap up. And then I'll advance on the spawn when it's time. Strangely enough, despite what I said about advancing at my leisure, I decide to spend a bunch of the extra command points trying to get in position to open up that south door so I can fire down at the tunnel. But that sergeant, I guess I didn't really advance at my leisure. I just wanted to wrap things up. I had that sergeant kind of move forward on his own. And unfortunately, the Power Axe, the only other guy with the bolter in that North Squad, he's not in a position to assist him, at least not for a while. And no command points. We can jam our guns all day, but it's not a big deal, because even if we jam our guns, the Gene Stealers won't get to us. But that guy, he's only one Gene Stealer, and he goes down. But now they're pressing up on my sergeant, who does not have a lot of support.